Drop it.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video where today, first off, I just want to tell you guys that finally I've gotten a new PC. Yes, I know, it is a big achievement for the Plain Guy Army. Yep. No, I don't know why I just called it the Plain Guy Army. It should probably be called Plain Army or something, yeah. Yeah, but anyways, I got a new PC and it's pretty good in my eyes to me. Yeah, so that's the PC scenario, and other than that, today we are going to be, or I am going to be showing you guys how to land a plane in case of an emergency. So that emergency might be you, or the pilots dying due to a heart attack or fainting or something. I don't know, some sort of illness, and some sort of illness that results in the pilots not being able to handle the plane anymore, or it is unsafe for the pilots to handle the plane, and one of the people on board, most likely it's going to be air hostess or air host or something. It's probably going to be them unless there is an actual pilot who's flown planes before, but it's most likely going to be them. So they're probably going to be in charge of flying the plane after the pilots have fainted or something. But if the air hostesses or the air hosts also faint, then let's just say you're going to have to step up and you're going to have to say, oh, I've watched one of these videos and I know how to fly an actual plane. Not fly, like land an actual plane. So as you can see, I have opened up flight gear and I am now this is my flight simulator. Yeah, so I use this. It's actually not that bad of a flight simulator, but I'm now going to be showing you guys how to land a plane. So let me tell you a few things right now. So as soon as you sit in the pilot seat, the first thing you want to do is try and establish a connection between you and the air traffic controllers. Oh my god, it's night. Okay.
Welcome aboard.
I was not expecting that. You see how good this is, guys? I don't know why it's yellow like that. They just added a new update and it's kind of bad. Yeah. But anyways, yep. So here is our plane. Oh, I should probably get the lights on. 1 sec. So if you haven't watched my video from before, I showed people how to start up a plane. Yeah, I know, right? Big accomplishment. It's not that hard. Why aren't the lights on? Wait, there we go. Yeah, so I wasn't really expecting it to come on the ground because it usually starts up in the air, but here's what I'll do. I'll just I'll show you guys. I'm not gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna skip forward or something. I'm just gonna quickly fast pace, whatever you call that. Time lapse. That's the word. Time lapse. I'm just gonna time lapse to the point in which I am getting ready to land, and oof, the pilots go bye bye. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, so here we are back again. Welcome back. You are now on board a Boeing 777. Oh god, that's loud. I am sorry for that. That must have busted your eardrums. I apologize. Yeah, but anyways, so as you can see, this is where we're supposed to land, and let's just say right now your pilots decide to give up and they die. And so what you are going to do in this situation, you get elected to fly the plane, okay? So you come and sit here and you're like, now what do I do? And then so the first thing you want to do is establish a connection between the air traffic controller and alright, sorry about that. Apparently my brother needed help So I had to go because obviously my Indian parents are gonna get triggered at me. But anyways, we're back here. And like I was saying, the first thing you want to do is establish a connection between the ATC, air traffic controllers, and your aircraft basically. So in my case, I have to do this. I have to go to here and I have to here, and I need to click on radio settings. But in your case, you have eyes, and so what you can do is basically these numbers right here. There's like a specific frequency for each airport. So you would just have to the pilots probably would have already dialed in the correct airport frequency depending on where you are. If you're like about to land, then they obviously have. But if you haven't, then maybe you're gonna have to find it. So you just turn the knobs and you get the right frequency. So I do have the right frequency. Does it seem too loud for you guys? I don't know. Yeah, so we have successfully established a connection, but radio frequencies aren't just for talking with the air traffic controllers. They are also for how you're gonna land basically. So typically pilots would use an auto landing system to get them to the runway strip, and in a few minutes before touchdown they would take control and smoothly land a plane. But in your case, you obviously aren't a pilot, so you're going to have to rely fully on the ALS or nav 1 and nav 2 in the Boeing 777. So yeah, so you're gonna have to find the right frequency for that, and I'm pretty sure if this were to work, it would show all of that stuff or here. But in my case, because flight gear isn't that advanced, it doesn't show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my way of finding oh shoot, that's another one. Finding the right frequency for the ILS. That's what you call it. So ILS is like an instrument landing system. And I'll explain more in a second. So here you can see that wait, request ILS. That sounded trash. 29. Yep, let me just do this really quickly. Because these airports do tend to, I'm pretty sure it's that one. So I'm going to turn around really quickly. So another thing you should know is this panel right here. It's crucial. So you'll see this IAS, that's the speed basically. So you can decrease the speed. It's directly going to control the engines, and this autopilot button that disengages the autopilot, and then your plane is under your control. But if it's on, then it's not. And then this auto throttle button needs to be lit up for the plane to successfully control the throttles. If it's not, then it's manual throttles right now. But it is right now, and this is the heading. You can tell by the HDG. So it's how you turn your plane, and there should be a purple icon right here, purple line, that tells you which way the autopilot is heading. And obviously if I turn right now, so let's do a quick maneuver. So we need to get here, so that's heading 104. So then we go here and we scroll all the way to 104. It's taking forever. Yeah, this is why I would much rather prefer Microsoft Flight Simulator. Jeez, it's so hard to talk while you're being recorded, I'm telling you. There. So as you can see, the aircraft is being turned, and it's awfully loud because it's an aircraft. Yeah, so right now the aircraft is autopilot, full autopilot. And we're gonna now discuss about the last two knobs. So this is vertical speed, that depends how fast or how quickly you descend or ascend or whatever you call it. And then altitude is basically a fixed altitude. The aircraft will use a smooth descending level or a smooth ascending level to get you to that altitude. But keep in mind that if I change this altitude, let's say to 4,000, and it's not going to immediately change because it doesn't know like how much initially to basically dive down. So that's why you're going to have to use this vertical speed button to make the aircraft dive down to the right altitude. It's like basically a starting, and then let's say I've done negative 2,000 feet. That means it's gonna do 2,000 feet every minute. So now it's gonna go down, down, down until a certain point. When the aircraft realizes, oh, I'm getting close to my desired altitude, I'm going to stop and I'm going to use my comfort altitude. See? Right there. And now it's under its full control and it's going to stop at that 4,000. Otherwise, if you had this off and this was at a constant negative 2,000 feet, you would be reaching the ground in like 2 minutes. So, yeah. So we've done that, and request ILS, bro. So yeah, now we're gonna have to just dial in the radio frequency. Oh, I have to dial in my own frequency. Wow. Okay, so I'm changing the frequency right now. And there we go. Request ILS. So ILS is the automatic landing system. 1 second. Oh. Okay. Whatever. Okay, runway 20. So runway 20 would be that way, and I am going that way. So the air traffic controller would like tell you where to go, but just a quick heads up. So you can see that this point right here is how am I gonna show this? So basically how runways are classified is the direction they face in. Depending on like the compass basically. So whatever direction they're facing in or whatever direction the aircraft is taking off from is the that's what the runway is called. So if this was this is runway 02, that means it's going in the direction of 20 degrees. On when the compass is facing north, it's going to go 20 degrees off of the north angle. And the same goes for the opposite, which is runway 20. That's facing 200 degrees. So it's going to go this way instead of that way. So yeah, that's it. That's how you classify the runways. So the air traffic controller told me to go to runway 20. That's why I'm going to have to land this way because the flow of traffic is going this way, not this way. So it's going this way, not that way. So that's how you differ from runways to runways. Just a fun fact. So now all we're gonna have to do is speed things up. Yeah, another thing you should keep in mind is descent. If the air traffic controller, you don't manage to find an air traffic controller, just try and land at the nearest airport. But to land at the nearest airport, you're gonna have to find you're gonna have to descend down to a good altitude where you can see airports and you can find them and you can successfully land at them. So to do that, we are just going to go to 2,500 feet. Actually, no, 3,000 feet. I'm gonna go to 3,000 feet and at a steep slope of 2,000. And now the aircraft goes down. Why is it so dark outside? Oh my god. How do I change the time? There we go. No. Afternoon, yeah. That works. Now let's go morning. Oh yeah. So you guys can see we are currently above an ocean, and no, that is not. Hey, oh, these are ships. I never knew they did that. So currently our landing gear is up because I was careless and I didn't do anything about the landing gear, but You're supposed to have that up. Yeah, you're supposed to have that up, but I'm an idiot, and I was too smart to do that. Yeah. But it's now going back up, so we're good. So we just wait and wait until... Hey, never told me the frequency. Oh my god, no. If I have to do this all over again, I'm gonna be triggered, bro. Yes, it did it. It did it. I'm proud of myself. Okay, so you can see that this is the compass heading because it's not doing 200. This says 284, which is compass heading, and it's different from the normal heading. So what we are going to have to do is we are going to have to go to nav1, and then we start typing in 284. Yep, that's that, and then 108.50. So there we go. And you can see that it has successfully lit up, but for you it's not going to do that because you don't have one of these. That's kind of stupid of me, I'm sorry. Yeah, so basically we're going to have to start flying faster. And another thing you want to keep in mind is flaps. So flaps is what allows the aircraft to basically be in the air at really low speed. So I won't really go into depth of that much about flaps, but still they're things you should really start to lower. Basically stuff that you lower down as you get closer and closer to the airport and as your speed starts slowing down more and more. So I'm going to quickly faster. Should I do it again? Oh, bro, no. That's too much. Yep, 2500. So, that's going to happen. So, maybe you didn't hear that, but, it said 2500. That represents us going over the mountains when the altitude becomes 2500 feet. So the aircraft knows that and is just warning you guys, hey, it's 2500 feet. You probably know what you're doing, but still I'm just going to tell you guys this. So yeah, and now I'm just going to carefully move myself into the line of the runway. And then no, that I need to go 62 degrees. Whoa, that's steep. Okay. Hashtag passengers rest in peace. Alright, so, at this point, what you would want to do is, whenever you get in the line of the runway, if you have established a connection with the air traffic controller, you're going to say, request ILS. Actually, no, you're going to say ILS established when you're in the line of the runway. And obviously it's going to tell me that. And we are doing that. So you now want to maneuver this way, 329. That's quite steep, but whatever. Yep, it's going to start blubbering some random stuff that you probably don't understand because you're not a pilot, but still, you should try and make out whatever he's saying or whatever she's saying, just in case, because, you know, they're the guardians of the air. Yeah, that's what pilots call them, like, what do you call it? Guardian angels, because they're the ones who stay up day and night, and they help aircrafts maneuver around the city, and it's stressful, you know. I agree, it's stressful. Quite stressful, actually. So now we are decreasing the speed to 220 knots. And what you want to do, I hope the aircraft can pick up the ILS, but You want to go to your autopilot panel and you want to basically press. You want to press the button that says approach. Okay, so that's basically it's gonna control the descent and speed and all of that for you, and you just have to sit back and relax. That's it. So I did approach, and there we go. It's now going to maneuver itself into the path of the air, into the runway, and it's going to descend automatically. The only thing I need to do, or you need to do in that situation, is start the checklist, the before landing checklist. So that consists of you lowering the speed to the stall speed, like just like a couple knots above the stall speed of the aircraft, which for this aircraft is 130 knots. So I like to go 132 knots just in case. And as the speed starts to get slower and slower and slower, you are going to want to put the flaps down more and more and more, because that's going to help the aircraft stay stable, and it's going to help the aircraft not fall into the ground. Yeah, I just said that, not fall into the ground. Yeah, so you know that we're at 3,000 feet. We are heading 283 degrees. We don't need to worry about heading that much now because the aircraft is controlling that. Yeah, airspeed is low. I know that. And now that's why we're going to have to put full flaps, because there's a certain speed an aircraft will stall at if the flaps haven't come down enough. So, yeah, we had to do full flaps. And hopefully the aircraft doesn't stall. So now we're going to change this to 2,500 feet. Altitude alert. Yeah, I know. Negative 2,000 feet, and we have full flaps, so what we can do is change the speed to 132. And yeah, we're basically done here. Yeah. Yep, you hear that? And then what you want to do, the landing lights should be on, strobe lights should be on, logo and wing light should be on. It's basically just telling everybody that, hey, I'm about to land on the runway, don't get in my way. And then you want to do this, you definitely want to do this. So this is the auto brake system. So in your case, you probably want to set this to max. Like, you don't really care about comfort at this point. You care about the safety of all the people behind you. So basically, auto brake system is how the aircraft is going to brake after it lands. Yeah. So aircrafts can do that. They can detect when they touch the ground and how much brake to put on, depending on that knob, how much it's set to. So because we set it to max, it's gonna give all full reverse thrust, whatever, brakes. That's it. It's gonna give brakes. I can't believe I said that. And yeah, so you might want to find a book somewhere around you, like here. It might be tucked away somewhere. Those are like all the checklist type of things, and there might be a big one, like a binded one. That's gonna be the checklist. That's gonna be the main checklist. So we are going to have to do before landing. And yeah, so we're gonna have to eventually put the landing gear down, and I'm not going to do that just yet. I mean, I might. No, I usually do it at 5 DME, which is basically 5 nautical miles, instead of 7.5, because, you know, I don't like. And you can see the aircraft is starting to decrease all by itself, because it's now reached that level of distance and altitude where oh my god, it needs to start descending in order to maintain that level and that distance away from the runway, so that it can land on the runway's designated touchdown area. So yeah, that's what that's for. So I'm gonna put this down now. I don't know why I just did that. But oh shoot, yeah. ILS established. Don't forget to tell that to your fellow air traffic controller. And now you also, what happened? Yeah, you also want to turn on your taxi lights. Yep. And now he's going to tell you to switch to a frequency, and you are going to do that. You're going to switch to tower. That's basically in charge of all the departing and incoming aircrafts. And you're going to say ILS established. And you can see that everything's a-okay. It might look scary because it's probably your first time going in the cockpit and landing, but you need to trust the aircraft in this case. Is it clear to land? And so, another thing you might want to do is, you might want to take a look at the way you're going to steer the aircraft when you come on the ground. So, this is used for steering. If I do this and this, it's going to eventually turn, but because we're not on the ground, it's not letting me turn. Alright, check. Really? We're approaching the wrong runway? No, we're not. Yo, I hate... Stop. Alright, we're gonna land anyways, because this is now glitched or something. I'm confused. Oh, yeah, we are landing. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Alright, we're gonna just turn off the comm right there. Don't do that, please. Land at the correct airport runway. But in this case, you know, the air traffic controllers are usually gonna let you land on whatever runway you want because it's an emergency. But in this case, it thinks I'm a pilot and it wants me to follow the procedures. But anyways, we're getting really close now, so you want to get this tiller out. In this case, you're gonna have to steer it using this. And so basically, you want to have your hands on this and on this throttle right there. And then when it starts saying retard, the throttle is automatically gonna go back, but you're controlling it right now. Alright. And just like that, we have done it. Alright, so it's gonna say and basically you're gonna come to a standstill on the runway. And then immediately you want to do this, turn off the engines or else the air crew and everybody is not going to be able to get off. And just do that. Yeah, you see that? And now we are done. And just like that, we have saved these people. Such a good feeling, right? Yep. So, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm sorry if it was too noisy. I know that's a big problem with flight sims. But yeah, now we're done. And please, please, please subscribe. Share this channel. I really want to grow. And I am in debt of $1,000 to my dad because he got me this PC. So please, please, please share, subscribe, like. Tell people to view. So this video is going to be premiering at 7:30 tonight. So hopefully you guys can watch it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.